Good morning, students. In this lecture 31 of quantum mechanics, we will discuss our next topic, which is potential barrier of a finite width and height. And in this, what we will do, we will incident a particle at a potential barrier of finite width and height having energy E less than the height of the potential barrier. And now we will study this from classical point of view as well as from quantum mechanical point of view. And then we will check that how the two point of views they differ from each other. So first, suppose we have a particle of mass small m which is having energy E and it is being incident on a potential barrier having height V0 and width small a, such that the energy of the particle is less than the height of the potential barrier, and potential barrier is defined as this. So it is like this. So potential barrier, it is having height V0 and it is having width A. It means Vx will be equal to V0 from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to A. For x greater than A, Vx will be 0, and for x less than 0, Vx will be 0. So from here you can define the potential barrier. For x less than 0, potential is 0, and this region is region 1. And for x varies from 0 to A, Vx is V0 and this is region 2. And for x greater than A, Vx is again 0 and this is region 3rd. And the particle, it is approaching this barrier from left. That is in region 1. Now what is the classical point of view? According to the classical point of view, as the energy of the particle, total energy of the particle, it is less than the height of the potential barrier. Therefore, its kinetic energy will be negative in this region. In this region, if particle, suppose by somehow it enters into this region, but in this region, the potential energy, it is greater than the total energy, which will make kinetic energy of the particle negative and which is meaningless. It means, according to classical point of view, according to classical mechanics, particle cannot penetrate into this region, because it will only penetrate into this region if its energy is greater than the height of the potential barrier. Only then it will overcome this barrier to penetrate into this region. So according to classical mechanics, the particle, it will be reflected back at x is equal to 0 and it will not penetrate into the region 2. So next is quantum mechanical view. According to quantum mechanical view, as de Broglie wave is associated with the particle, so this is the wave function of the incident de Broglie wave of incident particle. So it will be represented by the incident wave function, and at x is equal to 0, according to quantum mechanical point of view, a part of the wave function, it will be reflected back, and a part of the wave function, it will be transmitted into the region 2 and then to region 3. So this psi reflected, it represents the wave function of the reflected de Broglie wave or the reflected particle, and this is the psi transmission transmitted wave function of the transmitted particle into the region 3. And this effect is known as tunneling effect. The penetration of the particle from region 1 to 2 then to 3 in quantum mechanics, when its energy E, it is less than the height of the potential barrier, it is known as tunneling. So that's why we will study tunneling effect or tunnel effect here. So now, according to the quantum mechanical point of view, what is the Schrödinger wave equation? What we will do is that we will find the solutions of Schrödinger wave equation in the three regions, region 1, region 2 and region 3. So what is time independent Schrodinger wave equation in one dimension because the motion of the particle is along x-axis. So equation is d square psi by dx square plus 2m by h cut square E minus V psi is equal to 0. And now we will study this equation in the three regions. So in region 1, that is for x less than 0, what is the value of potential V? Potential is 0 here for x less than 0. So put this V is equal to 0 in equation 1, and in region 1, suppose the wave function is psi 1. So we have d square psi 1 by dx square plus 2me by h cut square. V is 0, psi 1 it is equal to 0. And suppose this as equation 2. And now put this 2me by h cut square, it is equal to k1 square, where k1 is the wave vector in region 1 of the de Broglie wave. And suppose this as equation 3rd, and put this value in equation 3rd, you will get d square psi 1 by dx square plus k1 square psi 1, it is equal to 0. This is equation 4th. And this is the second order differential equation whose solution, how we can find its solution? By writing its auxiliary equation d square plus k1 square, which I have already told you in the previous articles. So this is rough work. This will be the auxiliary equation. So d, it will be plus minus square root of minus k1 square. This minus, it is iota square. So it will be plus minus iota k1. So it is having two solutions, plus iota k1 minus iota k1. So the solution of this equation will be solution of equation 4th is given by psi 1. It is equal to the linear combination of e raised to power plus iota k1x plus b e raised to power minus iota k1x. And suppose this as equation 5th. And here, this first part, e raised to power plus iota k1x, it represents the incident particle or incident de Broglie wave, and this represents the reflected de Broglie wave, where A is the amplitude of the incident wave function and this is the amplitude of the reflected wave function. So this represents psi incident and this part represents psi reflected. So we have found out the solution of Schrodinger equation in region 1. Next, in region 2. In region 2 means x greater than 0 and x less than a. In between this region. In between this region, the value of v is v0. So put v is equal to v0 and suppose wave function in region 2 is psi 2. So it will be d square psi 2 by dx square plus 2m by h cut square e minus v0 psi 2, it is equal to 0. So as we know that this v0 is greater than e, so take negative sign common. And we will have d square psi 2 by dx square minus 2m by h cut square v0 minus e. Psi 2, it is equal to 0. And you can write this minus is equal to iota square. Minus 1, it will be, you can write it as plus iota square. So we have d square psi 2 by dx square plus iota square 2me by h cut square v0 minus e psi 2, it is equal to 0. And now put this 2me0 upon h cut square, this 2m by h cut square into v naught minus e. Put this is equal to k2 square, where k2 is the wave vector of the de Broglie wave in region 2. And then our equation will become d square psi 2 by dx square plus iota into k2 whole square into psi 2, it is equal to 0. So this is the second order differential equation. And suppose this as equation 6th. Again, what will be the solution of this equation? According to the auxiliary equation, write the auxiliary equation. It will be d square plus iota square k2 square is equal to 0. So d square will be minus iota square k2 square. This minus you can write it as iota square. So iota square into iota square will be iota 4. And iota 4 is 1. So it is d square is equal to k2 square. And d will be equal to plus minus k2. So the solution of this equation 6th will be, solution of equation 6th is given by psi 2, and it is equal to the linear combination of e raised to power plus k2x plus d e raised to power minus k2x. And suppose this as equation 7th. Now in region 3, we know that value of potential is again 0 for x greater than a. And suppose the wave function is psi 3 in region 3. And put these values in the Schrodinger equation, that is equation 1. And we will get d square psi 3 by dx square plus 2me by h cut square psi 3, it is equal to 0. And what is this 2me by h cut square? It is k1 square. So we have d square psi 3 by dx square plus k1 square psi 3, it is equal to 0. So this is again a differential equation, second order differential equation, whose solution will be equal to plus minus iota k1. So its solution is given by, solution of equation 8 is given by psi 3, it will be equal to CD. Now here we cannot write E. Why? Because E is the energy of the particle. So we will write the amplitude as F. F e raised to power plus iota k1x plus G e raised to power minus iota k1x. So this is the solution of equation 8 in region 3rd, and suppose this equation as equation 9th. But in region 3rd, there is no further barrier. That is, particle cannot be reflected in region 3rd. So if the particle cannot be reflected in region 3rd, then reflected part will be 0. So this reflected wave function in region 3, it will be 0 if and only if this G is 0. So that's why we have taken this G is equal to 0. So put this G is equal to 0, then the wave function in region 3rd, it will be F e raised to power plus iota k1x. And suppose this as equation 10th.